Hi, class. My name is Vincent Wilcox Jr. I'm a proud father of three young teenage boys, and I resided in the St. Augustine, Florida area my whole life. I love St. Augustine because it's a laid-back area. Crime rate pretty low. Police brutality is very low, and I chose to write about police brutality because it has become an epidemic worldwide, and the problem doesn't just exist in the U.S. It's nationwide. Literally, everyday people are being beaten by police, and nothing is being done about it. I also expect to find that the conviction rate for those officers that beat and kill these innocent citizens is very low. Something needs to be done about it. And I'm very concerned because as a parent, I just never want to get that phone call telling me that one of my kids has been beaten or killed by a law enforcement officer. Now my question is it okay for law enforcement to beat and kill innocent victims, unarmed victims? Is it okay? No, it's not. Okay, I want to know why every day more and more people are dying, and the death toll it continues to rise, but still and yet no one's being held accountable. I'm just wondering why. I want to let you know to start off, my target audience will be everybody, young people, people of all nationalities, all colors, all ages, all races, immigrants, U.S. citizens, anybody can be a victim. So we all should be aware, take serious precaution when we're dealing with law enforcement officers because you never know. A minor infraction can cost you your life. Okay, I expect to find that not all, but most police officers are good and some are bad. But retired former police officer Karen Moore says, bad apples don't necessarily spoil the whole bunch, but they contain it. I agree with Karen. Not all police are bad, like I said before. But in the case, you can have where a bad officer rubs off on another officer from being around him every day, and then he decides to make the wrong decision that could actually cost somebody their freedom. Um, I want my audience to pay close attention to the newspapers, pay close attention to your internet, pay close attention to national news. Look at the ratio of people that are being killed and the number of officers that are being convicted in those slayings, beatings, killings, whatever you would like to call them. I want to prove that all cops are not bad, but we do have a lot of bad, corrupt cops within the system. So, according to Jim McDormand, a suspect was shot in the back at, after supposedly attacking officers with his skateboard, an accusation that was later found out to be a lie. I want my audience to know that just last year, police shot and killed 998 people, 11 more than the 987 people they killed in the year 2000. That's a shockingly high number of people for 1 year. I mean, if you take 987 people last year and then this year you killed 998 people, I want to know myself personally, are all those people provoking these police officers with weapons, or are they being mad because they're being provoked and they're taking it out on innocent citizens because they challenge their authority? This is the question that we all need to wonder. If you have anyone that you love, you could be a parent, you could be a school teacher, you could be a police yourself. Ask yourself, would you want one of your loved ones beat or killed? So now I figure this is what we need to do. Us as a whole, parents, husbands, wives, doctors, lawyers, school coaches, football coaches, we have to get together and educate our kids. We have to come together, try to form outreach programs. We have to just try to educate them on better ways to deal with law enforcement when you're in a situation where you don't provoke the police. You can challenge them, but don't provoke them. If you provoke them, that gives them the right to say, okay, I had to use deadly force or excessive force because by law they are permitted to use force if they deem it necessary. Now, that's just like saying, okay, I killed somebody because I felt threatened, but my life really wasn't in jeopardy. I'm just using that as an excuse. That's my take on the whole situation. So, when we start to hold more officers accountable, then I feel like the brutality rate, the killing rate, all of it will be at a lower, not saying a complete halt, but it'll slow down a whole lot, man. Because right now you got police just jumping out the vehicles. They find not unloaded, loaded service weapons at unarmed citizens for apparently no reason at all, just because you ran. That don't give you the right to shoot someone because they ran. Okay, police brutality is not right any way you switch it up. I mean, there's no excuse for it. Police are supposed to be trained to be professionals, and sometimes they can actually go too far. Journalists Gregory Bills and Matt Bach gives an example of how police can go too far in a case where 3 New York City police officers have been charged with a brutal attack on Haitian immigrant Abner Lumai, in which he was sodomized with a plunger. Now, in my research, I found where Abner was outside of a New York club. He got into an altercation with some other guys. The police came, they tried to break it up. Abner threw a swung at one of the guys. The swing missed and hit the officer. And the officer takes it upon himself to take this man back to the police station and sodomize him with a plunger just because he missed and punched him. Now, the correct way to do that, charge him with battery on a law enforcement officer. Don't take a plunger and stick it up his rectum. That's not correct. You were not taught that. So, like I say, police brutality exists. It exists every day. It's live in our face. We have to admit it's there. It's being publicized. The cases are there. Abner Lumai, he did receive an $8.7 million lawsuit, but think about the trauma he has to live with, the fact that these people knocked his teeth out with the plunger. They stuck it up his rectum. I mean, man, his life will never be the same. No amount of money can actually take that out of Mr. Lumai's head. I wouldn't have wanted it to happen to me, and I'm quite sure the officers that did it to him wouldn't want it to happen to one of their loved ones either. So my take is no, that's not right. Some people take the law into their own hands and kill police because they feel like no justice, no peace. On July 17, 2016 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 3 police officers were shot down and 3 officers were wounded. People are tired, man. No justice, no peace. They feel like, hey, the law ain't gonna do anything. I'm gonna take the law into my own hands. No one wants to see their loved ones beaten down, shot down, killed like a dog. No one wants to do it. They don't want to see it, and I agree, it's wrong. So, my conclusion and my solution to police brutality is convict more officers, incarcerate them. If you get too many complaints on the streets, break you down to desk duty, give you a pay cut. You have to abide by the law just like the rest of us U.S. citizens do. Just because you have a badge on, it does not give you the right to violate people every day. It's just not right. Okay, if we convict more officers, if we do a pay cut, if we do a switch up, you will see a better result, because then officers start to realize, hey, something will be done about my actions. You'll take all the good cops that sweep up the dirt that the bad cops do because they don't want to feel like a snitch, or they let their partner down, or they worry about, quote unquote, hey, one day I might be in that situation. We got to stop it. Something has to be done. Severe punishment. If you're doing criminal activity, you're a criminal. You're not a law-abiding citizen. You're not a police officer. You're a criminal. We have to lock you up with the rest of those criminals that commit and violate the law every day. So, I suggest everyone pay attention to me, man. Like I said, I'm talking to everybody. I want everybody to pay attention. Police brutality is real, it exists, and we have to do something about it. Thanks for your time, and I hope everyone found this video informative.